Well, welcome back to my channel, everyone. It's Noah here, and in this video, I want to talk to you about setting boundaries when dating. And here's what happens when you don't set boundaries. When you don't set boundaries, you usually, at some point, end up doing things that you regret. So this is why it's important to set boundaries. And so my challenge for you, when you're dating someone, look at them as a sibling. Now, your gut reaction might be, well, that's kind of odd, but here's the fact of the matter. If you're not making the number one Christian dating fail, if you're not dating an unbeliever, then you're dating a fellow brother or sister in Christ. That's just a fact. And think of it this way. If someone was taking your brother or your sister on a date, how would you want them to be treated? Or if someone was taking your future son or daughter on a date, how would you want them to be treated? And considering the person that you're dating is God's son or daughter, and you eventually get married to this person, guess who your future father-in-law is? Jesus. That's right, I know. And you really do not want to be disrespecting God's son or daughter. So when I approach or enter into a dating relationship, I come into that relationship with the perspective that, you know what, I don't know if this is going to be my future wife. Most likely, she's probably not going to be my future wife. So that means her future husband is out there somewhere, and I'm called to protect her heart in this relationship, because very likely I don't know whether or not I'm going to be her future husband. So I'm called to protect her heart and guard her heart. So that's a big responsibility, and I take that seriously. And so there's two kind of big things that I'm aiming for when I enter into a dating relationship. Number one is this someone that I want to move closer towards marriage with? And number two, I'm in this relationship to serve her. I'm in this relationship to point her towards Jesus. So ultimately, if we end up not getting married, then she's actually going to be better off that she was in a relationship with me, because I've been guarding her heart and I've been guiding her towards Jesus. And that's awesome. And part of the process of guarding her heart, what that looks like is setting healthy boundaries. So this is something that, it's a conversation that you need to have once you've been dating someone for, a while. You definitely need to discuss boundaries. So what are your physical boundaries? What are the things that you're not going to do? Just one example of setting boundaries. So don't put yourself in a situation where you're tempted or where you could sin. So, for example, being home alone with the person you're dating, watching movies, doing whatever. I know people that have done that, and they've made some big regrets. They've gone through some big regrets because they placed themselves in a situation where they could be tempted. So don't even put yourself in a situation where you can be tempted. So if you've been dating someone for a while and you haven't talked about boundaries, I encourage you to have that conversation. Guys, take the lead. But ladies, if the guy has not brought it up and you've been dating for a while, then this is definitely a conversation that I think you should bring up. So the big takeaway, if you're dating someone, make sure you establish healthy boundaries. And in totally unrelated news, otherwise, just side note, I have been reading this book the last few days. This is what I have been doing for school, reading this book on Billy Graham's interactions with the presidents of the United States. Billy Graham, a very famous evangelist. And yeah, just taking tons of notes, doing a lot of reading. So I've been consumed with this book for school, but life's been good. I preached at West Village Saanich a few days ago. That was fun. And yeah, I'm just glad you guys tuned into this video. Have a great week, and I will see you again soon.